Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, much cooler air across the region. Take a look at the roofing dog out at Bratcher weather camera, and we've got a mix of sun and clouds across the area. We've got temperatures that are not too bad, especially compared to what we had last night. You can see on the satellite picture, though, a couple of showers trying to move in across the area here tonight. But look at the temperature. It is 60 in Bloomington and Pontiac, 68 in Champaign. And the temperatures as we go throughout tonight are going to really fall off. We're talking the 40s by tomorrow morning. We'll show you exactly how cool when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
This has got to be one of the most horrible things that they've ever been through, but the community's there for them.
Motorcycles line the streets to give a boy a final goodbye. How the community came together by the hundreds.
Plus, a student caught in a fight is recovering from a concussion, while his parents say they tried to pull him out of the school weeks ago.
And Christmas lights to see and excessive strip searches. Just a few of the reasons the Edgar County Jail might shut down.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
There's a lot of people here, and it's fabulous to see.
All of those people were outside Schilling Funeral Home this morning. They were there for Tyson Mendoza. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Mendoza was killed Friday when his bus hit an SUV near Sullivan. The driver of the SUV, Lori Samples, was also killed. Today, more than 100 people were there, some who had never even met Mendoza. But they wanted to show the family they're not alone. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is with us now. And Courtney, this is just a continuation of a week full of community support.
Yeah, absolutely, Jennifer. All week, people have been wearing blue. Now, that's Mendoza's favorite color. Today, for his visitation and funeral, it was a sea of blue once again. People going to the funeral services all wore that color, as well as people lining the street nearby. But there was another presence that was impossible to ignore, a sea of motorcycles. Friends of the family say Mendoza loved them. That's why this was the perfect way to say goodbye.
Tyson just loved motorcycles. He loved four-wheelers, and Justin's uncle has Harleys and dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and every time he'd go into Troy's garage, it was like, wow, motorcycles, and, you know, so it was meant to be.
Organizers say they did meet with the family to make sure this huge gathering of motorcycles was okay, and the family told them they loved the idea. A lot of businesses and organizations throughout the area are giving a portion of their sales to the Mendozas. For a list of all of those, you can go to our website, WCIA.com. Jennifer?
So good to see so many people turn out. Courtney, thank you. Mendoza's mother is asking for people to sign a petition to put a stoplight at the intersection where the crash happened. As a reminder, it was at 800 North and Route 32. IDOT data shows 29 crashes have happened there in the past 11 years. 2 of those crashes were deadly. Following up now to the Centennial High School fight in Champaign, new video has come out, and it shows a student being singled out by the group.
Yeah, now that student is being treated for a concussion. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live in our control room. Andy, he was in school, but his family wanted him out. Why?
Well, Paul, his family had actually tried taking him out of the school because of bullying. They went to the Champaign schools with the request less than a month ago. They even had the support of the school principal, but the family says the district denied their request. The same group seen in the video were the ones who had done the bullying. He now has a concussion, and his family is going to the state's attorney. Champaign police are getting involved as well now. They say they're investigating the incident, but wouldn't comment about possible arrests. I contacted the Champaign School District and about their transfer policy for students. At this time, they had not gotten back to me. Live in the control room, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Andy, thanks. Let us know when they do.
A Decatur man was arrested in connection to a shooting that happened Saturday. A.C. Campbell was arrested yesterday during a traffic stop. He faces a preliminary charge of attempted murder. It's in connection to a shooting Saturday on East North Street. Police say it is still an active investigation. A Charleston woman could spend 50 years in prison if she's convicted on drug charges. The East Central Illinois Task Force served a search warrant at a home near Taylor Avenue and 6th Street Monday. 25-year-old Jenny Lee was arrested. Authorities say they seized more than 600 doses of LSD and more than 5,000 grams of cannabis. EIU and Charleston police assisted in the raid. We have new details about the future of the Edgar County Jail. Officials have been given 2 months to figure out a plan or else it will be shut down. The jail lost insurance coverage because the conditions are so bad there. It's now slated to close December 1st. Officials met today to talk about what's next. No movement was made. A review of the jail cited 9 critical issues that made it ineligible for coverage, like Christmas lights being used instead of light fixtures. We have more details on what else was found at WCIA.com.
Officials in Clark County are looking for a missing man. 66-year-old Charles Egner was last seen walking in a wooded area yesterday in Martinsville. He was wearing a camo shirt and camo pants. Police say he has dementia. They spent more than 6 hours looking for him yesterday. They picked up again this morning. There are search and rescue teams, drones, an airplane, canine and bloodhounds, thermal imaging, and more as part of that search. If you've seen him, call the Clark County Sheriff's Office. We have an update for you tonight. The damaged statue of Jesus Christ in Peoria will soon be replaced. About 3 months ago, someone bashed in the face of the statue and broke off its arms. A $7,000 check will help bring it back. A city councilwoman presented the company that commissioned the statue with the check. She says the community really came together after the crime.
The fact that the community has stepped up and contributed so that we can repurchase another statue and replace this statue is just absolutely fabulous.
The next step will be importing a new statue from Italy. That's expected to be in the park within a month.
The governor is asking a state senator to resign. Why an investigation has Pritzker worried about his capital plan.
Plus this.
It definitely opened my eyes to not only the seriousness of what we're talking about, but also the frequency.
Child abuse can be hard to identify, but the people who investigate cases are getting the training they need, how they're learning to help children recover from the trauma.